We're rolling.
Oh, Lord.
Grape's the least favorite of my Powerades, I think. But I think it's the one. It's because it's the one they have at work.
Mm.
So I drink it all the time.
I like a lemon lime.
Which one is that?
The yellow.
I like.
And the blue.
Preferably the zero flavor. The red flavor, whatever, raspberry, cherry. I think fruit punch.
Probably fruit punch, yeah.
That is probably blue.
I could relate.
Enough Powerade talk.
Mm-hmm.
It's the hole you're in.
Hole you're in.
We had an interesting day today.
Mm-hmm.
We started our day out with some menace behavior from the kitty cat, Milton.
Yes.
He is a menace. He's a perfect boy. But here at the hole you're in, we don't know how we're going to start these things, so we're just rolling into it.
Mm-hmm.
We started with Powerade talk, because that's what we sipping on. I'm sipping on Pabst Blue Ribbon. Sponsor us, since they're apparently sponsoring everybody. Acid was just did a collab with them.
Slay.
It's very cool. What did we do today, Sam?
What did we do today? We got lunch. Did we do anything? Oh, before you got to lunch.
Dude, yeah. Actually, let's get into that. Weird shit be happening.
Yeah. Common occurrences.
It's been happening quite a bit with me lately.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever figure anything out to other ones we were talking about recently?
Okay, so when we were in New York, he was talking about how he had a run-in with Bruce Springsteen one day, randomly in the city. We crossed the street. Within a minute later, a giant billboard with Bruce Springsteen on it. Kind of random.
Yes, weird things like that.
Earlier that day, we were talking, and he said, "Oh, I wish I could go to a bodega somewhere around here and get a good 6-point crisp beer." Looks up.
In the middle of the
middle of the sentence.
I didn't even finish the sentence.
No, literally. Looks up a brewery. Straight across the street. 6-point brewery. Like.
Shit be happening. Well, like another one I believe was I forget if I watched a movie where I keep watching movies that accidentally have the same actor in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like things like that keep happening. What happened last night? Something weird happened last night.
The actor that was in Rage. We came upstairs, put on How I Met Your Mother. They were talking about that same actor.
Yes, Daniel Glover.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Glover. Yeah, like weird shit be happening lately. And what was the one we were just about to talk about? the very last one.
Oh, I would assume it was about Texas Roadhouse and our server.
Yes. So our day began with us going to get lunch at Texas Roadhouse to prepare to go see the movie that we're going to talk about later in a moment. So, like, we just got back, actually, from a housewarming party at my singer's house. And I live in a very small town, and he just moved into my old neighborhood. And everyone kind of knows everyone. So it's like a real small circle type of thing. Mm-hmm. And, like, he moved into this house, and it's just, like, right down the street from where my brother lives. So I'm like, damn, I think that might be where the I'm not going to name names. Where
family lived?
Where this person I know lived. That's weird. And then today's the day we're supposed to go to the housewarming party there. I've never been there, really. And we go out to Texas Roadhouse. And the very kid who I was talking about who lived in the house where my singer currently lives is our server at Texas Roadhouse. Well, first I see him when we first roll into the thing, but I'm like, no.
I hope we don't get sat with him.
I'm like, oh no. And you knew right away. I think because we've been there before and I pointed it out. And we get sat like way on the other side of the restaurant, so I think I'm safe. And he comes right up. He's like, "How you guys doing?" I'm like, "Thankfully, we all look different because I haven't seen this kid since middle school or something like that." But I was like, "That's so fucking weird." And then we actually get to this party, and I'm like, "Yeah, like I think the Laura." And one, he's neighbors with like my brother's best friend, which is crazy. He lives down the street from my brother. And we were talking about this thing where I think, and he asked this girl, like, what was the last name of the lady you bought this from? And he's like, blah, blah, blah. It was this person. And I'm like, so I just saw this dude earlier today, and now I'm at his old house at a party. So, like, life's full of weird coincidences and shit like that.
Lots of random
and I'm starting to notice it a lot
happening.
lately.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever... Besides now, like, has it happened to you?
I'm sure it has, but I can't think of anything that was like
as weird as it. Weird as
okay,
currently?
wait.
All right, do tell.
Okay, I mean it's not crazy, but when we were at the housewarming party, he's like, "Oh, I think a critter just ran into the cornfield over there," and I was like, "Ugh, what was it?" I don't know, maybe a raccoon, and I was like, "Ugh, I wish I could see a raccoon right now." And now lore.
Well, this is just manifestation, though.
Well, yeah. But I mean, like, I guess yours technically could be too. It's like you're talking these things into existence.
That is fair. It is all kind of manifestation.
You know?
That's fair. Yeah, okay.
So I'm like, wow, I really wish I could see a raccoon right now. And I also love possums.
Of course.
And we're driving home. One possum. Oh my God. Another possum. And then 3 raccoons in a row. I manifested seeing them all. There they were.
I'm so proud of you.
It was so exciting.
It was such a happy day for you. She was passenger princesses living it up because these are her favorite critters ever.
Big day.
big day for you.
Big day.
We also saw some crazy shit in the sky while we were at this party, dude.
We did.
Like, everyone was like, "Oh, it's just this." But bro, I ain't never seen some shit like that.
And I'm a North Jersey girly.
And there is... Yeah, you're not used to
I'm not used to seeing the stars so clearly.
You just saw your first shooting star the other day.
Which was insane.
At Halloween 3 at Mahoning Drive-In. Go support them. They're awesome.
But yeah, shooting stars. And then they were all calling it a Starlink.
Yeah, I looked it up, and it looked like exactly what we saw.
Quite literally what we saw.
But it was just like a bunch of fucking, I assume just like satellites in a line that are just...
They were flying by.
It looked crazy.
Straight line.
It's some future shit, and I've lived out there for 25 years, and I never saw that. I obviously it's a new thing, but like...
I know, but they were like, we've seen this before. I never saw that before.
Shit's getting weird, man. That's crazy.
Aliens.
For sure.
Do you believe in aliens? I know that answer.
Well, it's kind of like you're kind of a buffoon if you don't think there's some sort of life outside of the small fucking universe that we live in.
Yeah, there's definitely something out there. It's gotta be.
Like, the government's borderline told us it's real, but who fucking trusts anything they have to say? But like, there's always been speculate. Like, I've had like 1 or 2 odd experiences where I've seen some shit. Tonight was like pretty weird, but it was easily explained.
Right.
You do a little research.
Yeah, if I didn't know what that was, I mean, I still look at that and I'm like, yeah, aliens.
But the thing me and Tyler were referring to downstairs, I've told you a million times, but that's easily the weirdest thing I've ever experienced. And that the first thing, I can't tell you what that was. I don't know if should I go into
that? Yeah, real quick, just, give them a debrief.
I mean, we were slightly under the influence of a little fungi, little mushy boys. But we weren't enough to be like seeing
hallucinating
shit, but we also saw the exact same thing.
Right.
So that's another thing that we're like, oh, we weren't really just seeing shit. But we were out camping in Loyalsock, Pennsylvania. Beautiful out there, gorgeous. We like stopped right along this like pretty nice river. We're like chilling in the river, and the sun's just starting to go down under the tree line. So the sky's still blue, but it like the sun has gone down, so it's still light out, but the sun has gone away. So we go back, we cook up our extravagant meal of hot dogs and rice.
Oh, yeah.
I do believe we brought out there. Had some Cliff Bars. It was real delight. And we're sitting on this rock on the corner, on the edge of the stream, and we're just sitting there chopping it up, like talking about whatever. And we just like both look up, and there's like a white flashing light right above the tree line, just like flashing and like going along the tree line slowly. And like I said, it's still light out. So like we don't like if it's light out, you'd be able to see some sort of like aircraft or whatever, some source of this light. But it was simply just a light flashing up above the tree line, and then on Milton's life, my beautiful boy, my kitty. The one solid flashing light turned into 7 flashing lights.
Oh.
Then it turned back into 1, and then just floated off.
Spooky.
All the while, me and Tyler are silent. After it floats away, we turn and look at each other like, "Did you just see that?" And he explained exactly what I just explained to you back to me, and we were like, "What the fuck was that?"
Did you pack up camp or did you stay for the night?
We got back in our hammocks and we went, because it was a crisp 40 degrees that night, and I wasn't sure.
Oh my god.
Just sleeping in a hammock with no sort of anything. I had a blanket, but
Cocoon it up in there.
yeah, we were packing light. Like it was like we walked like 9 miles into the forest, and we were along this river, and that's our biggest concern was bears, not so much aliens.
That's valid.
What about you? Have you ever seen anything unexplained? Because me and Ty saw another thing back at my mom's house, but I could probably explain it away. But have you ever seen anything you can't explain, like my loyal sock thing?
Ghosts, yes.
That's a whole different thing entirely. But I'm here for it.
Aliens?
It's fucking October. Let's hear it.
Aliens? No. I don't think I've ever had like... Actually, that's not true. One time I was dropping or picking something up at my dad's house, and as I was walking back out to my car, there was just, like you said, a light. And it was just like there in the sky, and it was too low, or I guess maybe too high to have been like a drone. And then the light just zoomed away so fast and was gone. And I was like, okay, aliens, I see you. But anyway, the ghost, I was at my grandma's house, and my grandma has like this curio cabinet that's got like little like knickknacks in it. And you could see that in the living room as you go upstairs to the second floor. And I was sleeping over, and I was going upstairs to the second floor, and all the light that was on was just like little lanterns that she has in her window. So it was dark, but just the light of the lanterns like in the window were on. And I'm at the bottom of the steps looking up, and I start going upstairs, and I see in full color an older woman walking into like the dining room area. And we had always known that in that house, out of the corner of your eye, you would see a black shadow going from the living room into the dining room. And we all knew it in our family. Like, you could never see it in color. It was just a black shadow that you would see pass by.
Fuck you.
So no one, had ever said, oh, I've seen her, we referred to her as Mary. It was always the shadow. We would see it out of the corner of our eye. So I see this woman, like a heavy set, like grandma, in her little, like, cooking outfit, walking from the living room into the dining room, which makes sense because it was the same path that we would always see out of the corner of our eyes, the shadow.
Did you follow it?
Absolutely not. I bolted up those steps the fastest I've probably ever moved in my life. And I, didn't even know what to do because I was like, is anyone going to believe me? Like, is anyone going to believe that I just saw that?
But they
But they all
always
knew about the
they all
shadow.
saw the shadow. Yeah.
So I didn't say anything right away, and I was like terrified. I got into my bed so fast, and I was like, how do I just go to sleep now? And I remember telling them in the morning, and I was like, I don't know if any of you are going to believe me, but I did, in fact, see Mary in full color last night. Like, it looked like a person just walking through the living room. And no one else had said, like, I never saw her. I saw the shadow, but I never saw it fully. And that will stick with me for life. And it's unexplained, like, it had to be her. And then after that, no one ever really saw her again. And we were like, was that her, like, leaving? I don't know. Because after that, for years, we haven't seen her. That shadow, we don't see it anymore. And I was like, was that her, like, I don't know, like her spirit, like, moving on? I don't know.
Well, I told you.
Spooky.
I haven't had many ghost things happen. Although I was just thinking of a story, but me, I have scatterbrain and I'll forget easily. And my notepad's over there, so I should probably get it so I can write things down. But I told you my mom's story that she had about her father.
Mm-hmm. So spooky.
That one kind of, like, she told me that when I was when did he die? Like 2003 or something?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little bit later. But I was still a young ass kid, and she told me that, and I still remember it in detail today. Where she like my dad was in my granddad was in hospice, and he was like on his way out, like in a hospital bed, and like my mom was taking turns going to see him and shit. She was asleep on the couch next to him, and she had a dream that he was out of bed and kneeled next to him. He was like shook her. He's like, "Hey, I'm on my way out. I'll be seeing you."
It gives me chills every time you say it.
And she like jolted awake and like went over and like basically watched his lights go out. And she tells me about that, and that fucked me up to this. Like, it's in there today. Oh, and that was the other ghost story I had. We passed Slabtown Road on the way home today, which is like an infamous local famous haunted road. And I had with my roommate here. We went there for the first time, and the first time we went there, that's the first time I seen some weird shit. Well, one, like back in the day, around when his dad passed, we went there during the day, and there was like the witch house there. Like old, like where that nice one is now with like the fence and shit. That used to be like a creepy ass fucking house that was literally the Blair Witch house. We like climbed to the attic, and there was literally down to the handprints all over the wall.
Oh no!
It was fucking scary. I was probably a sophomore or something. Even then, I was like, "Yo, brother, that's sophomore me is peak watching horror movies." So like, oh. We smashed the TV and shit. Shit was scary. But no, we went there me and my roommate went there with two girls. And the lore is there's a bridge there with the water. I think the lore is kids drowned in the water or something. And you're supposed to, and there's like a witch. I don't know. You can look it up. You Google Slabtown Road in Jersey. So if you walk across the bridge, going away from Route 40, towards the back roads, and then you spin around and walk back across, and you look into the tree line, you're supposed to see these orbs floating around. And the first time we did it, we fucking saw them.
Oh no, I got the chills again. I don't like that.
We fucking saw them.
I don't like that.
And the girls started freaking the fuck out. They closed their eyes. But, like, you'd think it was just fireflies. But I've lived in the woods my entire life. My eyes are watering. I've lived in the woods my entire fucking life. I've seen fireflies my entire life. These are much bigger. Fireflies go out. These motherfuckers are staying fucking dead solid and floating around these trees.
I don't like that. I have the chills.
And we're walking across, and these girls are freaking the fuck out. And we hop in the car, and they're like, we gotta go. And Tyler's like, let's spin it one more time. And he whips a U-turn. Now we're in the car. I'm riding shotgun, girls in the back, Tyler's driving. We turn it around, and then now we're going back the spooky way. We're creeping real slow. And I look out into the water. I see one of those fucking orbs on the water. Right on top. On God. I swear to God, my eyes are watering too. Because you can tell I'm telling the truth. Because you can see me. Because I dead ass remember this. There was one of those fucking orbs on the water. One of them orbs on the water. Going in a circle. And I'm like, yo, do y'all fucking see that? As soon as I said that, pludunk, the what? And I'm crying right now. If you can't. Because this is a core memory of me as a teenager. Dude, this shit fucked me up. This is the first time I was ever there. But like, I know what a fish sounds like.
Right.
That was something being thrown in the water or something going. That was it. Was like, and then the door was not there. It was right. I saw the splash happen. It was there.
Absolutely not.
That shit fucked me up. That was the first time I ever went there. So that is really only my. Besides when I went back by myself.
Oh God.
I was on a phone with the girl I was seeing at the time. And there's like graffiti on the road because it's like an infamous spot. Kids are going to go there and tag shit. And I'm on the phone with her and I'm like reading the graffiti. And I have my back to the woods.
Oh God.
And I've been there dozens of times at this point. Like we took girls there. We fucking like, there's trails there. You can walk around the trail. Spooky, spook them out, whatever. And I'm there by myself, dude. And I'm on the phone with this girl and we're talking. And I'm like, what the fuck does this graffiti say? And I have my back to the woods and I'm reading the graffiti and I hear behind me, like footsteps. And before I turn around, I smell a fucking rotten body. Rotten. I've seen motherfucking movies. I've seen movies. So and like the girl was like concerned for me. She's like, what's happening? I'm just like, nope, no. I got my car and I got out of there so fucking fast.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, like footsteps behind me, and then I was there for like a half hour, and didn't smell anything. I hear fucking movement behind me, and then smell fucking an quote unquote infamously haunted road.
Absolutely
in
not.
the area that's supposed to be haunted.
No.
And I smell rotting flesh and feet after I hear footsteps.
No.
Fuck you. I'm going. I've seen movies. Like I don't believe in much, but I like respect that weird black evil shit. I don't fuck with it. So happy Halloween.
Yes,
that was
season.
like we saw a sad ass movie, but like that's where like it's fun starting out with some real ass spooky stories.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so that was the first half of our day. Before we went to the housewarming party, went to the movies. Don't ask me the name of the movie because I can't remember it for the life of me.
We Live in Time.
We Live in Time. I don't know why I can't remember that. I know it starts with we, but I can never remember the full title.
Well, like anything that's like kind of like of a generic kind of thing.
You probably still heard me burp.
Yeah, we want that. That's quality. Sorry. Do you have anything you
okay, now let's just okay. So, I don't know. We recorded something yesterday. I don't know what's coming out first, what we're going to end up doing, if this one's coming out first. So, let's go over the rating system again. That way, it's in my brain, and I can give this the proper rating that it deserves.
Okay.
So, we said 0, turned it off, not watching it.
Yes.
1, don't care to ever see it again, right?
This was a waste of my time.
Right. 2,
Like, I tried, but it was a waste of my time.
Right.
It's 1 star.
okay. 2, it was alright.
I appreciate the effort, but it's not for me.
Okay.
We'll not revisit.
3, didn't love it, didn't hate it.
Yes. Didn't love it, didn't hate it. Could revisit on if I'm bored enough.
Okay. 4, enjoyed it.
I liked it a lot.
Not going to watch it again right away.
But if I revisit, but I'll forget it in a couple months and revisit, be like, oh, that's an awesome movie.
Okay.
5 out of 5.
Phenomenal.
Like I walk out the theater, I'm looking up times for the next time I can see that movie.
Okay.
That's a perfect movie.
Okay. I need to burp, sorry. All right. Let me think about it. I know you already rated yours on Letterboxd. So
did you
that's
peep
what
it?
we're doing.
Did you peep it?
I did not. I haven't looked at it. So Letterboxd is what we're basically
Are we diving into the movie, or are we doing bits after?
It's up to you. We're kind of here. So.
Because are we doing quotes? Are we doing quotes today?
A Nicolas Cage quote?
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you. Should we do that before we get into the movie?
Because I was gonna, because we got a little deep into the spooky talk, so I never even got to ask the questions I had.
Sorry.
It's not even, don't apologize. We love a flow. Flows are good.
All right. So, do you have a name for this segment? Or are we just flowing?
You could call it Cage's Corner.
Still?
Well, technically, Cage's Corner is going to be us watching our Nicolas Cage movie of the month. But I think it'll be a fun bit. Let's explain the bit.
Okay.
I love Nicolas Cage. I've seen many of his movies during the pandemic because I had nothing better to do, and I saw one of his movies and I loved it. Therefore, I've seen many of them, and I thought it would be a fun bit as a wager to see who decides the next movie that we watch on this podcast, because that is the ultimate goal of this podcast, is to watch a movie with my dear lovely Sam. By the way, I'm Alex. She is Sam.
Hey.
And where was I? I smoke weed. That's a problem. I'm sorry.
We're going to pick a movie. We're just going to basically pick a bunch each, put them in a wheel, and see what we get to.
So the thing of the Nicolas Cage quote, she's going to find a Nicolas Cage quote, and if I can tell her what movie it is from, I get to personally pick the next movie, or I get to decide to spin the wheel.
Okay.
And we get to throw in movies, and we get to spin the magic wheel. And if I don't get to pick the movie, then you get to pick whatever. Like if there's a movie coming out that you would really like to see, like that's kind of where I'm at with that.
That's by Nicolas Cage. Right.
Well,
for this.
For the quote thing?
Yeah.
Or just in general?
Well, for the quote thing, would it be for us picking our general movies or for our next Nicolas Cage movie?
It could be any of them. Because I think, do you want to do it with every episode?
Maybe not every single one, but I think it's going to happen often. Because we're always going to talk about the boy.
It'll be reoccurring.
Yeah.
And just to fill time, because, we see each other a lot, so there's sometimes not all that much to catch up on. And sometimes you don't like the movie as much as I do, so it's just me preaching how much I love this movie at you.
So one quote or multiple?
Do you want to do 2 out of 3, or do you want to do 1 and done?
I feel like 1 and done. I can only get so many quotes.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like 1 and done, but I'll give you
and there's only so many of them. It's fair enough that I'm gonna know, because there's quite a few I haven't seen yet.
I know, and that's why
a lot in the early work I'm not too familiar with. ASMR, hold on.
Ooh, that was crispy.
Respect. So, do you want this to be for... Because, like, we've already watched a Nicolas Cage movie, so this will be deciding if we spin the wheel or you get to choose. If there's something out you want to see that you want to do next week, you get the idea. So, all right, fire away.
Okay, so do you get one chance, or are we giving you multiple chances?
3 strikes?
Sure. Let me pick a good one. I hope these are ones that you've seen. That's the only thing.
We're flying by the seat of our pants here, so...
I don't know. Because if you don't know that you haven't seen them, then that's,
Yeah, it's rough.
It's rough.
But you should have an idea of what I've seen.
Yeah. All right.
Like, deep cut ones are rough, but it's whatever.
Probably going to get this one, but it's fine.
All right.
Okay. Ready for the quote?
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel to have all of that evil inside of you? All of that power? How does it feel to have all of that evil inside of you? All of that power?
Fuck, are we doing like a hint system at all? This is
That's an issue because I've never seen
crazy.
more than half of these movies, so I don't know how to give you a hint.
Can you give me a first letter of the title?
G. That's not fair, though. You didn't even make one guess yet. You get 3. That counted as 1.
Yeah, I can take it as a strike.
Okay.
Starts with G. All of that evil inside you, all that power. Is it Grand Isle?
It is not. Strike 2.
Ooh.
One more. How does it feel to have all of that evil inside of you? All of that power?
Damn. I'm slacking. That's crazy.
This is so exciting for me.
Holy shit.
I have so much power.
Dude.
Also...
See, this is why I thought it would be a fun bit for you, right?
See, and it's also fun because he definitely thought that I was going to pick bozo quotes that would be so easy.
That's
but
a
here
good
we
one,
are.
too. Holy shit. Ooh. So I have 2 strikes.
Mm-hmm.
Can you give me the last letter? Since I'm drowning here?
It's going to give it away.
Okay, hold on.
At least I think it'll give it away.
Can you name actors?
I have no idea.
Can you look it up in the movie?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Not the ASMR of my nails.
Damn, this is fun for me. Because my brain's rattled right now. Ooh, can you give me a year it came out?
Yeah, let's see. 2007.
Oh my god, I know it. Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
I heard 2000.
Too many hints.
I heard 2000. No, I like truly. I'm gonna need them.
Yeah. Eva Mendes. Sam Elliott.
It's up to you if you count me as getting that, because I did get quite. I got my hand held through that.
Yeah, you could take it. It's all right.
We'll spin the wheel.
We'll spin the wheel. All right.
We'll come up with 4 movies before the end of this podcast. We'll come up with 4 movies.
I need time. I'm not that ready.
Well, no, you already had a list.
I do have a list.
You can still add it.
Okay.
And I'll riff while you're looking it up.
All right.
But let's talk about We Live in Time.
Let me get my list ready. God.
Oh God. We went to the movies today and we saw, like, this was hyped up to be like a devastating. This was an A24 movie with Andrew Garfield, who was the Amazing Spider-Man. If you're a nerd like me, you would be aware of what that means. I don't hate him. Like, I like the first movie. It's fine. And the other star is, I forget her name, but she was
Pugh.
Lawrence Pugh, and she was in Midsommar, which was an interesting flick, which I think is an A24 movie as well.
Not sure.
So I was expecting A24 movies get weird. They're usually pretty dark. I did not get that from this.
Yeah, but it's dark in a different way.
This looked like from like aesthetically and like how this was filmed and like the color scheme of it, and it wasn't filmed in the UK. It was based in the UK, so it was a little bit gloomy, but like it looks like an A24 movie. A24 movies are usually like dark, gloomy, but like it was really just like a sweet. I'm not sure what that is, but
yeah.
oh Lord, it's hot. But yeah, I was expecting it like to have some sort of, because I have a problem with movie trailers nowadays where they show too much.
Yeah, they give everything away.
I'm unsure of where this fucking debacle started. Like why they just started showing all the best shit in the trailers. Like I don't know who thought it was a good idea to just ruin every good part of your movie.
Right.
So I tend to avoid trailers. So I really went into this kind of blind.
I, on the other hand,
You
couldn't help myself, and I did watch the trailer, which I do think worked in my favor only slightly, because I could tell looking at you during the movie in parts that you were like, what's happening here? I knew what was coming because I saw the trailer, so I was a little less confused. But
What parts was I squinting at?
early on, I feel like in the movie, like before anything's like really explained.
Parts where I was like, are we in a different era? Like that shit?
I guess, but
'Cause
also
I was
just to
definitely,
right, like where are we? Why are we? What's happening?
Like, because this movie jumped around like crazy.
Yeah, it was
Like,
very jumpy.
Well, I'm very dumb, so like, I appreciate like movies that make you figure it out for yourself. But a lot of usually movies like Strange Darling, I know you didn't see those, but this like that movie like flopped around from like past, present, and future, but it tells you when you where we're at. And as a dumb person, I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, you know me that I'm confused during most movies.
But at least I caught on during this movie. I figured out that they're jumping back and forth, which I kind of appreciate. And this movie was shot very well. The writing was pretty well. Like, I appreciated Andrew Garfield's performance in this. He did very well.
He's a cutie. I enjoyed it.
He seems like a sweet boy.
Very charming.
And like when he finally like kind of like blows up in this room, like, you get yours, boy. She's kind of being a cunt. Pardon my French. But what do you got going on with your list here?
Okay, so I did say that I thought it was quite jumpy. Now also,
it jumped around quite a bit.
Now, seeing the trailer, and also I guess because we were talking about it, I got ads beforehand, and one of the ads was like very somber. Like the girls were literally crying in this ad. So it made me like anticipate going into it. I was like, oh God, we're going to need our tissues going into this. Like I really thought that I was going to be crying more.
I teared up a little bit.
I didn't cry that much. I did cry.
I teared up during some parts.
It didn't really hit me till the end. Was when I cried.
Like when she like broke it down to him, that part got me a little bit. Weirdly, the part in the bathroom kind of got me. It
was emotional.
Yeah, like the thing with like the random stranger, like things like that like bring strangers together. Always kind of like shows me like the fucking human in people, and like they made like a joke out of it at the end. They like gave each other like a little fist bump at the end, but like that shit like that kind of makes me feel like, yeah. I've seen so many movies, and like if you can make me feel anything in this fucking cold world, I can commend that, and I can appreciate that. Because you know me, I'm kind of a fucking, I get emotional about like personal things.
Yeah.
But if you can make me feel something through your art, that means something, and you should be commended. What else do you got?
They did a lot of yapping. The whole movie, it was a lot of dialogue.
Yeah, it's a fully dialogue-driven movie, and that like most of them are. And like I appreciate her. A lot of titty. She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous.
A lot of boob.
I'm into it.
A lot of boob, on multiple occasions. Also, you get to see his booty.
His?
Yeah, he dropped his pants when he got into the bathtub. full butt. He wasn't looking at his butt. He was looking at her boobies out. That's what was happening.
Boobies was out, bro.
That's what was happening.
I'm a man's.
Yeah.
So, like, the plot of this movie is Andrew Garfield. Well, you learn how they meet halfway through the movie, where that's actually kind of like a fun, like, turn of fate type of thing. I appreciated this scene. This scene was fun. I believe he was in like a hotel room, and he was like in a bathrobe, and he was trying to sign his divorce papers, and his pen exploded in his pocket, his like normal pen. Then he tries to use the shitty hotel pen, and it runs out of ink, so he has to weirdly walk his ass in his robe down the highway to the local store and get a pen. Then he drops the pen and then gets ran over by the future love of his life. And I like things like that, because like weird shit happens. And I like a turn of fate type of thing like that. I
appreciated that.
That was like a Act 2 type of thing. But like that's like, again, like it's kind of hard to pick an Act 1, Act 2, Act 3 for this movie, because it does jump around like crazy. So you don't... At least me, I'm scatterbrained like a motherfucker.
Oh no, but I'm also always confused. So that could just be an us problem. Most movies, he'll be like, "Do you know what's going on?" Not a clue. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I am that asshole who I will try to mansplain a movie to you.
Yeah, but to be honest,
but a lot of time you kind of
unfortunately need it.
Well, because I particularly like a lot of weird fucking movies, and a lot of them like. I like you. I do love it, and I also, part of me doesn't. That like, if you watch a movie and you have to like do research after to try to figure out what the fuck it meant. But if it looks cool enough, I don't really care. But yeah, this movie looked great. It was pretty emotional. Like I believe their chemistry, like together, Andrew Garfield and what was her name? Florence. The kid was adorable.
Yeah, she was cute.
It had some moments. What?
So she was a chef in the movie. That's her thing.
Yeah, it was giving Pig.
Yes, she was a chef.
A better movie.
Now, spoilers. If we didn't already spoil everything, I'm going to be spoiling it right now.
We're going to spoil any movie we talk about on this spot. Like, this title of this movie, the title of this podcast is going to be the title of this movie, more than likely. Episode 1, Episode 2.
Yes.
Sorry.
But, spoilers. So, if you haven't seen it yet and plan on seeing it, don't listen to me. But, she has cancer. And that's pretty much the preface of the whole movie, is she has ovarian cancer, and it's her going from, the past to the current to the future, just all the different stages of her.
She's kind of a bitch.
A little bit. But it's just like, her in remission, and then she's not in remission, and she's got it again, and it's just like the chaos of life with having cancer, unfortunately.
It's a love story that spans over a decade,
while,
I do believe. Is the tagline.
So she's a chef, she's got cancer, and she basically is just trying to live out her chef dreams, win some type of competition, because she wants to prove herself to her daughter, to have something tangible basically to hold on to, so she doesn't think that her mother was just, she had cancer, that was it. So she's living her dream, doing this competition, which pretty much, in my opinion, could have cost them their whole marriage. It really almost did.
100%, but Andrew Garfield's a sweet angel baby.
Sweet baby.
And he's there for her, and that, like, when she looked out and he was in the crowd,
oh, yeah,
I was
that
like,
was emotion.
Goddamn,
so emotion.
hit me.
But I was a little confused. I get it.
Yeah, there's some confusion, and it doesn't really get anywhere, and it kind of ends just like... Yep, she's fucking gone.
I was a little confused, because, like, she finishes cooking her things with her, I don't remember what the chef term is, but her, like, partner chef, and she's just, like, she takes her hat off, and, like, nothing is even judged yet, and she's just like, love you, bye.
No,
Nice seeing you. I'll see you sometime.
I did did you understand what that was symbolized?
No, and that's why I think I was confused.
I liked it a lot.
Okay,
Let me
maybe you
break
can
that
explain
down
it
for
to
you.
me.
So there was the whole this was the scene I was talking about where I really liked, where Andrew Garfield finally he stood up for himself.
Right.
And I liked him blowing up, and she was like, I'm just trying to fucking like have something to fucking live for, have something to show for myself, which like kind of hits home for me. So and she's very vocal about that, and Andrew Garfield hits him with like, so like, and like points to himself and points up to the daughter who's sleeping upstairs, like, so we're not good enough for you,
Right.
which that hits home a lot for me. So like that, like this competition is what makes your life worthwhile, not your beautiful
Right.
family that you've built together.
Right.
And so her going to the competition, her lovely husband Andrew Garfield shows up to support her, and her walking out symbolizes like I don't give a fuck about this. I fucking killed that shit. I don't give a fuck how it ends. I'm gonna walk out with my family and live out my 6 months happy with my family. That's where
I mean, that's what I like took from it, but it just like was slightly confusing because it was like she cared so much about the competition, and then all of a sudden she's like, whatever, see ya. Like she didn't. I get that she didn't want to know the results or didn't care, but I'm like, you went through all of that. You went through all of that to just like up and leave. And like I respect it. I get it. But then like they leave. They went ice skating. They did their thing. Also,
which was cute.
It was cute, but also it made me slightly uncomfortable how long it lingered on her waving. Because she at one point was like a figure skater, and then her dad, I think, died, and she stopped.
Apparently she's being forced to be a figure skater. That's what he's like, I don't want to do.
So she just like, it reminded her of her dad, so she stopped figure skating and like didn't want to talk about it. So as a family, when they left the chef thing competition, they went ice skating, and you know, he's like with the daughter, and he's like, we're gonna watch mommy ice skate now, we'll watch her do her thing. She literally didn't do anything exciting. I'm expecting to see her like flip in the air, and she doesn't do anything but like skate to the other side, literally the other side of the ice, and then just stands there and waving. I'm like, is this symbolizing her being dead?
Well, that was like, you know, symbolizing.
Was that what was happening?
Like saying like goodbye, everyone.
Okay, that's what I thought, because like
she went to the other side of the rink. Yeah.
They lingered on her on the opposite side of the rink, just standing there waving awkwardly for way too long. I was like,
I didn't feel like it was that long.
I didn't enjoy that.
All right.
I don't know. I just thought it was weird.
And then the ending scene that
ruined me.
That got me.
Yeah, that's what got me.
Because it ends with Andrew Garfield like helping his sweet daughter up, and they're about to cook a nice like cake or something, and she's like it's a callback to the beginning of the movie where he's like. It's a sweet callback to the beginning of the movie where she's showing him how to properly crack an egg. Mm-hmm. So the end shot is him showing his daughter how to crack an egg, properly continuing her legacy, like she wanted.
Okay, that did get me, but what really got me was the dog busting through the door.
Yeah, because they were talking about
the whole lore throughout the whole movie is that
and that's how I knew that she was dead.
Right,
yeah.
Which she was basically saying throughout the whole movie, you know, like,
we gotta get a dog so she knows loss.
And then the dog busted the door, and that's when
that's where I started. Absolutely, absolutely. Because I was like, motherfucker, that was
There's
good.
the dog. I was like, dang it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought I was gonna get hit a lot harder than I did.
I also thought,
and so. I like that we didn't use the rating until now, because we had a chance to talk about it, and that helps me with my rating. Because maybe I'll adjust it, maybe I won't, but I think I'm going to stay where I landed with a 3.5 out of 5.
And that's exactly what I was going to say.
You think?
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Okay. Good stuff.
Well, I didn't want to give it a 4.
Yeah, like a long legs is a 4 for me.
Yeah, like a 4 felt high.
Can't quite give it a 4.
but I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it.
I didn't despise it.
Right.
It like parts of it like hit home for me.
And I feel like I would watch it again.
Everything was acted pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
They were lovely together.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a lot of great things about this movie, but like I just thought like not a lot. It was just all dialogue,
Lots of yapping.
it's all lore,
Mm-hmm.
just leading up to like, yep, we're alone now.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a beautiful sentiment. Like there's a lot of symbolism that like was adorable.
I thought it was good.
It was a good movie, but
I'm not rushing to see it again. I feel like
neither is anyone else, according to the 2 to 4 other people in the theater.
Yeah.
On a Sunday.
Yeah.
Other people are seeing Terrifier. We saw a couple of fun trailers for this.
Yes.
Before this. I'm really excited to see that Baby Girl with Nicole Kidman.
Bizarre.
I love an A24 movie, and if she's doing some weird shit, I'm down. Heartbreak feels good in a place like this.
It does, and it seems like she may be going through it in that one.
Yeah, I'm excited. I love a fucking dreadful movie. So I'm excited. I'm going to see Mystery Movie Monday tomorrow. I'm excited to see what that might be. Next week we'll bring back. So maybe we'll do Nicolas Cage first, because it is kind of, in the end, this is a Nicolas Cage based podcast. Because the lore is the title of this podcast is from a Nicolas Cage movie, but we won't disclose that until we watch that certain movie when the magic wheel lands on it.
The magic wheel.
We love the magic wheel. The magic wheel's lovely.
It's a number generator.
Ghost behind me.
Mm-hmm.
I heard the ticking.
The lights went out.
Oh Lord.
That's what that was.
Yeah, that's cool. But together. So, yeah, Nora, I'm excited to see. That should be fun.
Yeah, it looks fun. We've been seeing that trailer for a while.
Yeah, and a friend of mine apparently saw it, like a preview type scenario, and it's like one of her favorite movies of the year. And I was a pretty big fan of the one movie this guy did. Ooh, she yawning. She's on her way out. Good thing we're almost done.
I'm also slightly laying down now.
you lay him back. You kicking it. We're almost done, but I got a couple more things to put in your mind, and we got to pick a movie before we exit out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep monologuing, so you're fine. But yeah, this movie is good. We saw it 3 out of 5. Movie experience was decent. Did we sneak anything in this time?
To the theater?
Yeah.
I brought a bottle of iced tea. I'm an iced tea girly for life.
I brought a energy drink because I ate a fuck ton of Texas Roadhouse and I was feeling sleepy. Had 2 margaritas. It was serving. Yeah, Nora looks good. I'm very excited to see how that turns out. I believe I'm going to see that next week. Shit, maybe that'll be the movie next week. But unless we find a magic new movie to watch.
I'm not doing anything that's in the theater. I'm picking from the past.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna pull up the magic wheel thingy-majig. What other trailers? Oh, we're excited to see Paddington 3. That's coming in January.
Big Paddington fans. Lore, whether it's true or not, but it is in Massive Talent, right? That's where it came from?
Yeah, the unbearable mate. The unbearable... That's me. I'm the unbearable mate. The unbearable weight of Massive Talent. That was the lore that made me watch that movie for sure.
Yeah, the lore is that he says Paddington 2 is one of his favorite movies.
So I obviously had to watch that. This is a Nicolas Cage-based podcast. Well, again, we'll get there, but...
Okay, are you ready to put my movies
into
the generator?
I'll put yours in. What do you got?
I'm keeping the Muppet movie.
Ooh, Muppet movie.
We've been
Jason
watching
Segel.
How I Met Your Mother. I never saw it.
Respect.
And we're currently watching that. So I feel like we have to stick with Jason Segel. watch the Muppet movie. All right, so that's one.
Mm-hmm.
I know by this point, spooky season will be technically on its way out.
I watch spooky movies most times of the year anyway.
Okay, well, then we're going to keep... Let's do Coco.
Coco.
Because...
That's a fucking child's movie.
Yeah, it is. But the Day of the Dead is coming. And, you know, that's what that's all about.
Of course.
We're going to keep that one. For funsies, Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
Because I love Ratatouille and you haven't seen it.
I've never seen it, but there's big lore behind it in one of my preferred podcasts. How the fuck do you spell Ratatouille?
R-A-T-A-T-O-U-I-L-L-E. Okay.
Spell check.
Slay.
Is good.
And my fourth...
Oh, what we got?
I'm going to say...
Pick something like that makes you feel.
Okay, well, makes me feel different types of things, but we're going to put the Scooby-Doo movie with Matthew Lillard.
Oh, we're going to watch that recreationally anyway.
Okay, great. So, whether it makes the cut or not...
We're watching that fucking shit. That shit rules.
Okay, well, whether it makes the cut or not, we're putting it on there.
Fuck yeah. So that was your 4?
That was 4.
I slid 1 in there because I really want to watch Sicario. I still haven't watched it. I want to make you watch it. It'll be fun. Because I know you don't like violence.
Not really.
I've heard a lot of... Like, dude, everyone I've ever respected in movies says they fucking love this movie. So I'm very excited.
On to the list.
What else can I do? So we have Muppet movies, Sicario, Coco, Ratatouille, Scooby-Doo, all your fucking kids movies. Literally all kids movies.
We talked about it in the other episode. That'll probably come out before this one that I love.
So I immediately went,
I can't help it.
I went insane cartel movie.
Mm-hmm.
Spooky season will be over, so what else can I do? We can't do a Cage's Corner yet, so I can't pick anything glorious he's done. Ooh, maybe I'll pick something. Let's roll for a Nora. I'll put a Nora in there because I'm very interested in seeing that.
That's another one. I'll see it either way.
Respect.
I would like to see it too, but I won't be able to see it that same day.
What would piss you off to watch?
Oh, God.
What would you hate? What would you fucking despise?
I won't say.
Well, I know you hate action. Ooh, let's get down. Let's see if you're a fucking dude. Predator.
Okay.
I have it tattooed on my leg, as you fucking know, so you better respect Predator. Just making sure. I just don't want to, because remember the one time we did this in Bonnie's house, it turned off.
Yes.
It scares me. So 1, 2, 3. I got one more. What can I do?
Pick something funny. I like to giggle.
Ooh, what can we giggle about? I laugh at different things than you laugh at.
I laugh at stupid things, so.
Okay. Ooh, let me pick up. I'm just going off the dome. I'm not even looking at it. I'm just trying to think of movies that you might enjoy that you haven't seen yet. Because I'd like everyone to experience a new movie. Have you seen Pineapple Express?
Never in full, just parts of it. So that would be fun, I guess.
Interesting. No, I'm gonna do a Kevin Smith movie.
Okay.
Have you seen Mallrats?
We watched that a week ago.
Fuck. I smoked too much weed. Holy shit. Because I think I watched these by myself.
Yeah, we just watched that one.
He has problems. Have you seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
That's not the original one, right?
That is the one where there's Will Ferrell in it.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm not going to write this whole thing. Jay and Silent Bob it is. Oh, she yawning. She's ready to fucking log off.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do the honors. Spin the wheel. No, you just tap it, brother. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, we're not that advanced. What's it gonna be?
Oh my god, it's Scooby-Doo live action.
Oh, that's exciting. Now we get to talk about it.
Fuck yeah, dude. We're watching Scooby-Doo next week, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Ooh. So many fun things that could come from that. Is that the Spooky Island one?
I think that's the one we should watch, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I love Linda Cardellini.
Multiple? I don't remember.
I think there is.
Live ones? Well, that's the one I was thinking of. The one with the glitter, sparkling skull.
That's Spooky Island for sure.
Yeah. That's the one I was thinking.
That's childhood, brother. What's it like? Some 41's playing that shit,
yes,
or something weird like that. That's crazy. Damn, Scooby-Doo next week. This car's driving by, brother. We out here. Anything you'd like to say? Morbid Cross is dropping. My band Morbid Cross is dropping an EP on Halloween. Who fucking knows if this will ever come out? Or I'm very technologically retarded. I'm gonna try my best. I'm honestly, as soon as I get off, I'm gonna try to put this on a computer and see if I can work out a thing. We're gonna stop talking about this. This has been the whole you're in.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you're enjoying yourself, Sam.
I am.
I hope anyone is listening. I'm sure Tyler Gibson and Milton are listening.
Mm-hmm.
It's been real. It's been fun. It's been the whole year on.
Toodles.
This thing's hot as hell. Toodles.